everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about this bad boy. It's a trolley with books on it. This is a trend. The thing is it a trend if it lasts for a very long time? Or is it just a thing that people have, like a bookshelf? Deep dive with Hannah. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is I want to talk about not a TBR trolley, but a TBR and the sense of a TBR. What does that even mean? That's meaningless. Words are just coming out of my mouth. Well, that was a good start. My camera died already. Obviously my camera thinks I'm boring talking a load of rubbish if it can't even be bothered to film. Here's the thing, man. Along with the TBR trolley or a TBR card, there's also a trend of having lots of unread books. Unwrapping unread books and then reading them in a vlog or whatever. This is a lot on TikTok at the moment. And having so many unread books, it would fill a whole Billy bookshelf. And I'm like, if you want to do that, that's fine. I can't handle the stress of having like what I assume to be 100 books unread on a shelf. No, I can't do it. That's why I got my trolley, because I can't mix and match my read books and my unread books. That's just too much for me to handle. It feels fake for me to have on my bookshelves books I haven't read. Well, not fake, I don't care if people do it, but for me I feel like I'm cheating, so hence why I got this. But delving into the big problem I've been having recently is that I'm not enjoying having so many books on my TBR anymore. I don't think I ever enjoyed it. It just somehow got out of hand and I bought more books that I could read in like a month, and then it was 2 months, and then it was 3 months, and now it's half a year or over a year that I would finish my TBR in, and I'm like, no thank you. I don't want to do that anymore. It stresses me out. Thank you. I'm so weak and nimble with having too many books. Stresses me out. What kind of person am I? Here's the deal. Here's the sage. I don't want to have any books on this trolley anymore. What am I doing to help this? First of all, I've gotten rid of quite a few books that were on this trolley. There's 2 book piles downstairs. One pile is the pile I'm getting rid of. I'm getting rid of all those books. That's been sitting there for a few months. Let's ignore that fact. Number 2, I have another bookshelf downstairs which I share with my partner, and I've put a load of books on that bookshelf because to me it's not really mine, so it's okay if I put things on there. My partner's going to disagree with me on that one. Some of them have gone there as a kind of soft TBR, if I'm ever really bored kind of thing, but I'm not counting that as my TBR. So what I really want is to have, to be honest, no books on my physical TBR, but I mean it's probably going to be two books on my TBR, because I'm absolutely fed up of buying books that I'm so excited to read. For example, Pride of the Orange Tree. In fact, just any of these. I didn't buy those, I got those for Christmas, but I mean things that I bought myself I was so excited for. I put on my TBR trolley and then the excitement just dissipated. That's not a word. Died. The excitement died. It feels like a waste of money for me to buy a book, get so excited for it, put it on here and forget about it. What's the point in that? If you want to do it, do it. Do what you want. But for me, I don't want to do that. Here's the type of person I want to be. The type of reader I want to be. You know when you go into a bookshop, I mean, of course you know, when you go into a bookshop and you see someone sitting down reading a book, oh my god. Oh my god, can you imagine? I want to be that person. I don't go into a bookshop and start reading something. I go into a bookshop and look at a book and think, oh, that looks cool, and I don't read it. I just probably put it back on the shelf. But sometimes I pick it up and buy it. I don't sit in a bookshop for like half an hour with 3 different books and I start reading them to see which one I like the most so I can bring home. That's the person I want to be now. And when I finish a book, I want to go and buy a new one. And then I'll get excited about it and then bring it home and then start reading it. Oh my god, all the excitement. I feel like the book community on here doesn't really favour that kind of lifestyle, but that's fine, because people get excited about books and that's why they buy them, and that's why our TBRs grow to such huge proportions. But I can't do it anymore. This makes me sound like it's such a horrible thing to have so many books in your possession. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't derive any joy out of it. I'm gonna show you what's on here. This top bit is a bit chaotic. It's holding bits like a postcard and a painting that my partner did, which is very nice, and I don't really know where to put it, so I've put it there. Bits that I don't know what to do with, I've put here. So let's just go through my TBR. I counted earlier. There are 25 books on this trolley. So let's have a look at what they are. I've changed direction. Let's have a look then. So we've got Tomorrow by Damien Dibben. I might just say the title without the author name so we get by faster. I got this for Christmas with my partner. Not with my partner. My partner bought me this for Christmas. Oh my god, why can't I speak? Oh, I didn't know that was there. That might be demoted down to the downstairs bookshelf. The Return of Sherlock Holmes. This has been here for years and years and years. And The Dutch House. This is apparently a Waterstones exclusive edition, but I don't know how. It's got very nice French flaps. So I'm not the biggest fan of French flaps, but I like those end pages. How do you even say this word? The luminaries. This has been on there for years. Look at the size of it. Okay, and then we've got A Storm of Swords, #2, Blood and Gold, which I'm actually in the middle of. Maybe about that? That was 2 years ago. There we go, that's where I am. 2 years ago. Disgusting. Right, Earthshot, How to Save Our Planet. This has got dust on the top. I'm also that far through it. Chaos, chaos. Who's this guy? Mr. Murakami. Wind Up Bird Chronicle. That's how far through I am. Again, 2.5 years in the reading. I haven't finished it. I think that's everything. No, Nudge, which I also haven't finished yet, is a disaster. Okay, second shelf. Okay, so we have The Trial by Franz Kafka. I don't like this edition. Well, I like the edition, I just don't like it's written on. Right, so we've got that, a little book. The Virgin Suicides. I got this as a little book to read in between big ones, and I just want to read it as well. We've got A Little Life. Should I do a reading vlog for that? Or Strangers and Bees. Where the Wild Ladies Are. Legendborn, which I still need to read. The Pride of the Orange Tree, of course I still need to read it. It's on my TBR. This is The Witch Elm, Pachinko, Sophie's World. This is quite a philosophical novel that interested me. And let's just go down to the lowest shelf. I'm gonna have to bend. But we've got Blessed Daughter, Raised by a Voice in Her Head, a nice poetry collection. You can't even see me, man. I recently purchased this in Bath, Tide Song. Oh, I love it, I love it. Don't you just love graphic novels? I adore them. Home by somebody. I got that from Yauk. Is this even interesting? Hachi? Doggy book. I love me doggies. Metazoa. These are all non-fiction now. Internet for the People. And Why, no, Who We Are. I should know this by now. Who We Are and Why We Got Here. I've had that since it came out, which was 4 years ago? 5 years ago? I don't know. So the reason I'm showing you those is because I was thinking of doing a series where I read my TBR and I try to get this down to as small a number as possible. If there are any specific books you want me to do a vlog on, please let me know. I'm looking at A Little Life here. So yeah, thank you for watching. What do you think? Are you a TBR person? How many books are on your TBR? Not to call you out, I just want to know. Thank you for watching. Oh, also, if I do have a small TBR, what am I going to do with this trolley? Let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.